everyone, welcome back to my channel. I really hope you are having a wonderful day so far. So what I really like to do with my friends when we get together is sit down with a cup of tea and just have some life chats. Since you guys are my friends and we've got to know each other so well in the comments, I wanted to make a video and just talk to you guys about some things that have been on my mind recently. So my boyfriend and I really struggle with stress and anxiety sometimes, and this comes from just having too complicated of a life. It's really easy to get overwhelmed with all of the tasks and all of the extra things that come with life, and we're trying really hard lately to just simplify our life and make things easier for us. I wanted to just share with you guys some of the ways that we're going to do that. If you guys are interested in how to be a little bit more stress-free in your life, then grab a cup of tea, coffee, wine, whatever you're into, and sit down and watch this video. So I think the biggest tip that I have to share with you guys for simplifying your life and being a little bit more stress-free is to be present in the moment. I'm so bad for thinking about what I have to do like 2 days from now or a week from now or even a month from now, and I get so caught up in my head of all of the things that I have to do, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this because it's just human nature. I feel like we're always wanting to like move on to the next thing, and this causes us to just lose sight of what we're actually doing in the present moment. And life moves so fast that it's so important to just be present, see what's going on around us, and just really enjoy what we're doing right now. A little exercise that I do when I catch myself looking too much into the future and getting overwhelmed is to really focus on how I'm feeling. So I'll focus on my breathing or my heart rate, or like I'll look at my hands and just focus on what's happening right now. Another thing that I do for a grounding exercise is to look around the room where I am and pick out 5 colors that I can see, or 5 different things that I can touch or smell or something like that. It just brings you back from the future to where you are right now so that you can remind yourself, okay, I need to be present right now because there's so much life happening around me that I'm missing. The next thing I wanted to mention that I'm working on right now is to declutter your phone and your social media. So if there's people on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook that you find post a lot of negative things, or they just post stuff that make you feel kind of bad about yourself, unfollow these people. There's no hard feelings, but you're just looking after your own mental health. And I'm also really trying to designate some phone-free time throughout the day, which can be really hard because I'm always checking YouTube and Instagram and seeing what's going on because it's such a big hobby of mine. But it's really healthy for me to just take a few hours in the day, set my phone aside and say, okay, I'm not allowed to look at my phone. I need to do something fun. And like I said before, just be present in the moment and not have my head stuck in my phone. Our society and our generation is so busy all the time, and that's because we're constantly trying to complete 3 things at once. And that's why my next tip for simplifying your life is to stop multitasking. Just focus on one task that you want to get done. This is going to make you less stressed and in the end more productive. So a personal example for how multitasking can be a little bit less productive, I often find when I'm cleaning, I'll start folding laundry and then I'll notice that I need to sweep the floor. So then I'll start sweeping the floor and then I see dishes that need to be done. So I'll sweep a small part of the floor and then go and start the dishes. And by the end of it, I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, I've just spent an hour cleaning, but nothing is actually done and I'm just stressed out and overwhelmed and I don't know where to go next. When in reality, if I just picked one thing to get done, I would feel so much better and more motivated because I was more productive in that one task that I tried to finish. So this next tip for simplifying your life is all about money, and that's why I really like it. It's important to try and find things that you can cut out of your budget and expenses that you can stop spending money on. It's really overwhelming when you're constantly seeing money leaving your account, going to places where you don't even really know where they're going or you don't need to be spending the money on. The less you have to spend money on, the more money you have to be putting into a savings account, so then whenever you have an emergency, you don't have to worry. You already have that money put away to put towards your emergency. The other day, Aaron and I had to put a whole bunch of money into our car because there were some things wrong with it and just some things that needed to be replaced. So this was a pretty big bill. As you know, cars are expensive, but we had that money put away, so it was no stress. We just paid the mechanic and went on our way. Another point that I wanted to mention in this video when we're talking about simplifying our life is eating slowly and how important this is for our mental health and our digestion. I've really had to train myself to eat slowly because when I was a kid, I used to just like inhale all of my food, and right after dinner I would get pains in my stomach. And I've really learned how important it is to eat slow because it really just lets you enjoy your food. You're less stressed because your stomach is digesting better, and it's much easier to just sit in the present moment, enjoy your food with everybody who's around you. The last tip I have for you guys to lessen the stress in your life and just simplify your life as a whole is to make a list of your top 5 priorities in your life. These are the things that are most important to you. So when you write down these 5 things, look them over and really just take them in. These 5 things are priorities, and anything that's not on the list comes second. So when you have one of those days where you're feeling super overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, you're being pulled in so many different directions, look at that list and think, okay, what is going on in my life that's not on this list? Because I'm not going to worry about those things. They are not in my 5 top priorities. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this life chat video. I really hope you enjoyed sitting down with me and just talking about life, you know. If you liked it, please do not forget to hit the red subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell so that YouTube will send you a message whenever I upload. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!